Ukraine says its troops have repelled dozens of attacks by Russian troops in the east as heavy fighting continues around the destroyed town of Bakhmut. Despite heavy losses in equipment and manpower, the enemy has not given up waging a war of aggression. They continue to focus their main efforts on carrying out offensive operations in the Lyman, Bakhmut, Avdiivka, and Mariinka areas. The General Staff of the Ukrainian Armed Forces said in a statement on April 12. Ukrainian troops repelled 72 attacks over the past few days, the statement added. The heaviest fighting in Donetsk Oblast took place in Bakhmut, a town in the northeast of the region, and the head of the Wagner Group, Prigozhin, claims they now control more than 80% of it. A video shared by the Ukrainian military shows 2 Russian tanks spectacularly exploding after the rockets hit. The Twitter account Ukraine Weapons Tracker speculated that the tanks were possibly T-72/T-80 series and were destroyed in a high-mobility artillery rocket system, HIMARS, attack. The video was recorded by the Ukrainian Lelika 100 drone, according to the account. At least one other video showing a recently destroyed Russian tank in Ukraine circulated online Tuesday. The Ukrainian Arms Tracker account shared video of a tank experiencing a catastrophic explosion after apparently hitting a Ukrainian anti-tank mine in Donetsk. The fighting in Bakhmut has approached the city's train station, further indicating that the situation has deteriorated for the Ukrainian forces. Imagery shows months of brutal fighting that has left streets and buildings in ruins as muddy trench warfare continues outside urban areas. On the other hand, Russia's ZALA Lancet loitering ammunition remains a threat to even some of Ukraine's most modern and mobile artillery systems. Video shows the Lancet's attack on the Ukrainian M109 self-propelled howitzer, followed by the subsequent fire and cooking. Russian troops have been establishing extensive defenses in southern Ukraine in preparation for Ukrainian troops moving to capture the city of Melitopol, according to the latest assessment. Russian troops in the Zaporizhzhia region of southern Ukraine have established a 3-layer defense zone about 120 kilometers, or 75 miles of this territory, the British Defense Ministry said. On the front, marking the front battle positions, followed by 2 more elaborate defense zones, each separated by about 6 to 12 miles, the government department said in its daily update. Russian troops have been conducting defensive operations in southern Ukraine, building trenches and dragon-tooth forts. The Washington-based think tank Institute for the Study of War said on Tuesday. Melitopol was the first major Ukrainian settlement captured by Russian troops when all-out war began in February 2022. Moscow's defense ministry said the city was under Russian control just 2 days after the invasion took place. The city is located in the Zaporizhzhia region, which has also been declared annexed by Russia. Meanwhile, the snowy video shows Ukrainian T-64 BM-2 Bulat tanks fighting Russian troops in Donetsk Oblast. As Ukraine thaws from winter, it is unclear when this video was made. In the Kherson region, the missile and artillery units of the Ukrainian Armed Forces destroyed 35 attackers, the Grad rocket salvo fire system, 3 unmanned aerial vehicles, armored fighting vehicles, and anti-drone weapons of the Russian invaders. Operational Command Southern reported this in a report published on the official page of the social network Facebook. It also shows that the invaders continue to destroy parts of the right bank of the Kherson region with guided aerial bombs. Wagner Group mercenaries have again been accused of war crimes in the Russia-Ukraine bloodbath, due to a video purportedly showing the remains of a Ukrainian soldier's head on a nail. The private military company has garnered international attention since Russia launched its all-out invasion of Ukraine in February 2022. Wagner's troops have mostly fought alongside Kremlin troops, including taking a key role in the months-long brutal battle for the city of Bakhmut. According to Monday's assessment from the Institute for the Study of War, ISDU, members of the Wagner Group have reportedly committed war crimes in the battle for the eastern Ukrainian city, according to videos posted by Russian social media users. The Institute for the Study of War stated late on Tuesday that from their satellite analysis, Russia's control of Bakhmut was likely closer to 76.5%, while a full encirclement of the remaining Ukrainian forces was yet to be completed. Despite this, the Russians continue to make small gains in the area after roughly 10 months of fighting. To the southwest of Bakhmut, Russian military bloggers claim that their troops have also advanced on agricultural compounds near Marinka. The spokesman for the Defense Forces of Ukraine's Tavriist Direction, Colonel Oleksiy Mitrishkivsky, stated on April 10 that Russian troops were trying to seize Marinka in order to reach Kurakov, west of the administrative center of Donetsk city, because Russian troops were unable to take Avdiivka. Elsewhere, Russian troops severely damaged a building in the southern town of Berislav, on the north bank of the Dnieper River in Kherson Oblast. The General Staff of the Ukrainian Armed Forces reported on April 12 that Russia had lost 180,050 troops in Ukraine since the start of the full-scale invasion on February 24 last year. This number includes the 730 casualties suffered by Russian forces over the past few days. The Kherson region, the southern part of which was under Russian occupation, has been one of the most shelled areas in Ukraine. Russia's missile campaign has been in vogue following Ukraine's liberation from its administrative center, which was then renamed the Oblast in November last year. On Wednesday morning, the president's top advisor, Andriy Yermak, said Russia was committing genocide against the Ukrainian people. Russia's defense ministry on Wednesday claimed its forces attacked Ukrainian army reserves trying to break into the battered eastern Ukrainian town of Bakhmut. According to the ministry, Russian troops attacked enemy reserves trying to break into Bakhmut from the settlements of Chasiv Yar and Bodanifa, as well as units of the 28th Armed Forces, mechanized brigade close to Kostiantynivka. The ministry also said fighters from the private Wagner military company had captured 3 more blocks in their bid to take control of the embattled city. On Tuesday, Ukrainian officials disputed Wagner founder and financier Yevgeny Prigozhin's claim that Russian troops now control 80% of the city. "I was just in touch with the commander of one of the brigades defending the city. I can confidently state that the Ukrainian Defense Forces control a much larger percentage of the Bakhmut area," Serhiy Cherevety, spokesman for the eastern region, said. Western officials have acknowledged that Russia has been able to make some progress on Bakhmut, but added that it can be measured in meters.